Hi, my name is Agnes. This is Talks with Aggie, and I'm just sitting here and, not enjoying my time, without that's not a ghost, that's my dog, without any like enough social interaction. So I thought that I would just do the makeup that I do when I'm having to do meetings and maybe seeing a couple people here and there, like putting my face out there um during the quarantine time. This is my baby bib necklace that I got I think like over 10 years ago. Remember when baby bib necklaces were like the thing? I think I got this at Target, and when it was trendy, I would wear it, and I would get compliments every single time. Obviously, I don't know. I don't think you can get this anymore, but I still have it. I still have it because you never know when you need it. I thought I'd wear it today because it matches my lamp. I'm just kidding. That's not why. Because it's not very interesting. Just something a little bit interesting to look at while I do my makeup. And it's not a tutorial because I'm not really, an expert at makeup or anything, but I've been putting on makeup for a long time. So um, maybe it's just fun. Maybe we could just talk. I want to just put myself out there into the social media sphere and see what happens. I'll probably get a lot of hate. I don't care. You know, like Kim Kardashian West said, you're nobody until somebody hates you. Just kidding. I don't know if she said that, but I just think it's clever. And I think if anyone knows anything about that, it would be her. So I just, you know, made that up. But anyways, yeah, this is just gonna be a look that I'm doing. Yes, I wear glasses, and also these glasses, they like make my face like smaller here. So like they make my eyes smaller too, which is like not something that I want as an Asian woman. Like, no offense, but yes, my eyes are smaller than lots of people's eyes anyway. So I just like look at the difference. I don't know. I can't see the difference because I can't see, but yeah. So when I do my makeup, I like to have kind of like I like to make like the eyes like bigger. So that the contrast with the glasses it kind of cancels out what the glasses are doing. So anyway, let's see. It's just going to be really simple. I don't need anything complicated. Sometimes I just like swipe some lipstick on um and that's it. Not that I think that I'm so great, but I just can't be bothered to put on makeup. So, but anyway, today this is what I'm gonna do for just like a light look for quarantine times. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. And if you guys are wondering what this is my makeup brush. Uh it used to be a candle cup that I use, but I'm just kind of blocking out the window because I think it's too bright, and I don't like really bright, like when I'm watching YouTube, I don't want anything to be too bright. So anyway, I just put that there. I'm gonna start with Cicapair, which is the Tiger Grass color correcting treatment from Dr. Jart. And I got this because of a YouTuber named Michelle. I think her name is Michelle Bell 1218 or something like that. I don't know. I love her. She's amazing. But yeah, she was really into this, and then now all my I'm Korean American. Like my Korean American friends are really into this too. So, but yeah, she's the one who turned me onto it. She's not Korean. But anyways, so I'm just gonna get I didn't use that much of it yet. I'm just gonna get like one little dab and then kind of cancel out my dark spots and such. I had really, really bad acne all throughout my adulthood. I'm in my 40s now, and my acne didn't really go away. I still have some. I think I have a zit right here. Yeah. My acne didn't really go away until I I turned 40. Like seriously, like what? But at the same time, I think of the acne as a blessing to some degree. I mean, it kind of like crippled me. I put some on my eyelid. I know like a lot of people don't do that, but I like putting my like good skin products onto my eyelid, especially if it has like SPF, which this has 30, which is not that great here in Southern California, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, it just like crippled my confidence. Like when I think back to the way that I looked when I was in my 20s, like I was like kind of pretty. I was kind of cute, but like I just never knew it because I had so much acne crippling me. But you know, if I could go back, which I can't, nobody can, but they fantasize about it, right? If I could go back, I would just tell myself, listen, you're cute, you know, like put yourself more out there, like believe it when people, you know, give you compliments or whatever. But, you know, whatever. I didn't. It's over. Those times are over. Anyways, so now I'm going to use this Glossier concealer, stretch concealer in light. This is such a good product, you guys. If you guys don't have this, I would highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. I got it and then I researched it because I was just kind of like curious anyway on my own. And then I researched it and people would just be like how does this, you know, YouTubers would just be like, how does this just kind of like melt into your skin? Like how does it just kind of like go away and conceal at the same time? It's not a heavy concealer, but like sometimes I don't want that, you know? I don't know, maybe my Koreanness is coming through or whatever, but I really like the concept of like translucent skin. And if you have like way too much, I'm sorry about the noise in the background. That's my dog. He, I guess, wants to make an appearance in this video. Speaking of my dog, I've had him for about 10 months now. So I guess, you know, we're like really, you know, we're really together. I adopted him 10 months ago from Pasadena Humane Society, which is such a great organization. I know they're a kill shelter, but if they're a kill shelter, then, you know, adopt more, you know, that's what I say. But it's such a beautiful, like, you know, Pasadena is like old money. They say that Beverly Hills is like new money and Pasadena's old money. I believe it because it's not flashy. It's kind of hidden. And if you know anything about like being super rich, like you probably want to be like more secretive about it if you're like rich. Like new money tends to be flashier, but like old money tends to be like hush hush because, you know, who knows where that money came from. Like if you're amassing that much money, like can't be good. You know what I'm saying? Can't all be like on the up and up. Next, I'm going to be using Soft Ochre paint pot from MAC. I heard about this, you know, ever since like I started watching YouTube makeup tutorials, which is like probably 10 years ago or so. The first makeup tutorial I ever watched, I still remember, or at least the YouTuber, because I watched so many of them, was from Xtiner. Have you guys ever seen her? She's this cute, beautiful Vietnamese American woman, and she was so good at makeup. She ended up like I was really kind of attracted to her super flashy looks, like blue foiled, like smoky eye, even before like foiled was a thing. Like she would get like pigments from like Hong Kong or something and like have these amazing smoky eyes. But anyways, yeah, she's the one who got me into watching makeup tutorials, and my makeup obsession started, you know, I blame her. I've spent way too much money. Like if I had the money that I spent on makeup stuff in the bank, I think I could probably buy a condo at this point. No, that's probably too much, saying too much. But the makeup kept me happy over the years, so what can I say, you know? Yeah, so I think my skin is kind of like pretty much where I want it to be. Oh, I forgot my little zit. So I'll get my concealer again. I'm like talking too much. I learned that if you're going to do YouTube, you have to like engage the camera. So, hello. Engage you more if you want to be engaged by me. Anyways. Okay. Next, I think I'm gonna do like a little bit of a stronger brow. Sometimes I like to do it really light with this product, the Foolproof Brow Powder from Benefit, which is great if you want to do kind of like a light look. Oh, I will say this. One time I used this and one of my guy friends was like, I mean, look at you. You didn't even do anything to your brows and like you could see your brows. I mean, he was commenting on how old I was because he's like in his late 20s or something. And I was just like, no, I did. I did them. I did them with this. But here's, because you know, when you're younger, you have fuller brows. But I'm going to be using the Kaboom. I use the color 3, which probably is a little bit light for me, but I like lighter brows. I just like that look. So I just used the brush that it comes with, which is so cute. And then my product is kind of dried out, but it's okay. I got this 2 years ago during like the Christmas sale at Ulta. You know, you get like 20% off, and then they have these amazing deals. Like the makeup companies just come up with these amazing deals. And there was just like this eyebrow set that was like $54, I believe, but it had this product, this amazing eyebrow brush that I fell in love with. That was just, for me, it was like I was just buying everything for the brush, but then I wanted like the powder too, and I don't know, it was just like 2 or 3 of the products was worth the whole thing, but there were like 5 products in there, I believe. Yeah, 5 products. So it was this, the Foolproof, the brush, and then like a skinny pencil, and then like a thick pencil, I believe. So it was like, I don't know, like $100 something worth for $54, I believe. Could be wrong. But anyway. I guess it's hard for me to talk and do my eyebrows at the same time because this kind of takes some concentration. Like, eyebrows definitely do frame the face, so you don't want to get it too wrong. I'm not too concerned about getting it too right, but I don't want to get it too wrong. And then what I do is I just take a tissue and I just, you know, wipe it off, and then it's ready for the next day. Okay, what's next? Let's do just a swipe. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you something. I got this Makeup Geek All That Glitters palette. It was so cheap. I think it was like $12 because, and it's all foils. It's all foils because if you guys know, Marlena relaunched her she relaunched her whole Makeup Geek line, and the shadows are square now. But just before she relaunched, I saw the Makeup Geek shadows at Target, and they were being marked down so low. And I was like, what is this about? So I just bought them because I don't like buying things at full price. I don't know if you could tell that yet already, but I don't. And so I bought like one of them, which is this one, the Target one. And yeah, it's this one. This one is called Summer Never Ends. So I just bought it. I was like, oh, this is like, I kind of like, you know, this like peachy color. I don't know what I'm going to do with that dark green color over here. But this, you know, peachy color always really looks good, I think, on Asians. I don't know, like the mango papaya, more papaya color, I think looks really good on Asians, just like in clothing and I guess eyeshadow or whatever, lipstick. And then this, you know, nice little shimmer color. So I just bought it. I think I got it for like $10.98. So I bought it down from like $24, I believe. So I was like, when it was full price, I was like, I'm going to buy that. Because if you look at the stuff at Target, which is so much cheaper, and then you look at this, you're like, I'm not going to buy that. But then when it was like $11, I was like, heck yeah, I'm buying that. So I bought it. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I was like, oh my goodness, this is what everyone was talking about, like back in the day with Makeup Geek shadows. It's so smooth. It's like creamy. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, the first time you use, I don't know if any of you have tried ColourPop, But it's like the first time you try ColourPop, you're like, oh my goodness, how could something so affordable be so awesome? You know, this is in Amaze, by the way. I got this at Ulta. Um, but yeah, it's just like you just try something that's affordable and it's amazing and you're like, what? So yeah, I just fell in love with all the shadows. So needless to say, I went ham because that's just how I am. And I just picked up every single Makeup Geek palette that I could from Target. So I got this one. This is the other one that I could find that wasn't used. I thought I had another one too. I guess I don't. So I bought these two from Target. And then I had to like scour like 3 Targets for it too, by the way. And I finally found it in like a Target in Cerritos that I go to sometimes when I take trips down there. And then so I went on their website and saw that everything was being slashed. So many prices were being slashed. So I bought another palette, which is called the Promise eyeshadow palette. And this has more colors. Just a very neutral palette, but you know, nice, just one palette to have. And then they had this for like $12, and these are all foiled shadows. And if you guys don't know, the foiled shadows are $10 each. So this would be, I guess, normally $90, but it wasn't. I don't think it was $90 as a palette, but I got it for $12 because it was like done with it. I mean, look at this. Like how amazing is that silver? Like I'm gonna so go ham on that for New Year's next year because I didn't have like a silver eyeshadow before. And then I really got into like, you know, like the Ulta, the Honey palette and the Ulta Honey Naked palette, but you get that nice gold foil shadow right there. This is interesting. This reminds me of like Poison Ivy or I don't know, like Joker or something, The Mask, I don't know. And then this gorgeous blue. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. This actually reminds me of the first tutorial that I ever saw from Xteener. If I could, you know, ever get the guts, I probably wouldn't go out with it, but if I ever get the guts, I would try maybe playing around with that shadow. If not, I could just use it as an accent. But the shadows that I can use like every day are kind of like these two shadows. They're pretty neutral, very pretty. For today, I think I'll be using this one right here. This one, it's called Solo. So it's very appropriate for these times, I would say. Solo. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a brush. I'll use this brush right here from Kala. I found this at like, where did I find it? I think I found it at like a Marshall's. You know, Marshall's is doing like all this like makeup stuff now. And people are going nuts because it's like high-end stuff. But then I saw a thumbnail from a woman who was like looking up the batch numbers and saying like, oh, how old is the makeup? It's like really old. I mean, it probably is. That's why you could get stuff for so cheap. But I'll admit, I got a couple of palettes, eyeshadow palettes and other products from those sales at, you know, TJ Maxx or Marshall's. There's a Marshall's that I like to go to just to like kind of treat myself, like if I'm having a bad day or something. I'm totally a victim of, not a victim, I shouldn't victimize myself, but I am a patient of retail therapy, compulsive shopper. Not really. I mean, what is compulsive? Compulsive is if you do something to the point where it like kind of ruins your life. Like it gets in the way of your like lifestyle and like your life or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think I could have had a better life if I didn't like compulsive shop all the time. But I do like to utilize retail therapy, and I'm not going to blame America and everything else for everything, but come on, like it's like kind of an American thing to be a consumer so much, you know? But yeah. So I'm just kind of laying the shadow down, like in the shape that I want. So it's kind of like that. And then I'm going to take a blending brush. This is the Sedona Lace 863. Who has this? Who has this? Anyone? The pink with the purple ends, synthetic brushes. And I'm just kind of blending it out like that, right? Blend it out, blend it out. And yeah, that's it. I think that's all I want. Okay. All right, close that. I don't think this is available anymore because of the relaunch. And I did hear some people say that they kind of like the old shadows better, like especially like certain colors, like Shimma, for example. Apparently this is a lot more pigmented now. Well, let's see how pigmented it is. I'll put it in my corner. So I have a Sephora Pro Smoky Liner Eyeliner number 24 brush, which I love to use just to do my inner corner. But I guess it's a smoky liner, but I use it for light shadows. Just put it in here. Kind of picked up a lot, so I'm just putting it on both. So what do you think? Can you see that? Okay. I normally wouldn't have done that, but I just did it to show you. But this is a great little quad to have, which you can't get anymore because the reload, or not the reload, the relaunch happened at Target as well. So you're going to get the square shadows. And those look cool too. And once those go on sale, hey, I'll definitely pick those up just to see, just to compare. But do I need it? No. Alrighty, now I'm looking for a good eyeliner pencil, and I found one, or brush, and it's, oh sorry, I moved it. Not too much, okay. The Morphe M443 liner brush. And I'm gonna take, it took me so long to buy this, the MAC Black Track. But I did, actually quite a while ago, but it's still going strong, and it really is maybe the best gel eyeliner. I know that Maybelline had one that was really, really good, but I really like this. I really like this, guys. My dog is going crazy. I'll show you him one day. He's very photogenic and adorable and a crowd pleaser. Like, he's like, I feel like I'm like hanging out with a celebrity when I take him to like Starbucks and stuff. Anyway, here, just the littlest bit. And then line my eyes. And then also I should mention, when I put the shadow on, like I didn't go all the way to my eyeline, my lash line. I just kind of left a little bit of a gap there because I knew that I was going to fill it with eyeliner anyway, and I didn't want to get like glittery shadow like all over my brush, and then like have to deal with that and whatever. But if I have time, I really enjoy doing like a liner, but if I don't, it's like, oh, I wish I had the kind of eyes that you could just like put on shadow and just be done. And like, honestly, if you like put like dark shadow here and there, like it could work, you know? It could work. But again, that takes time too. Like, it has to be like placed perfectly and symmetrical and whatever. So anyways, here's my first eye. And honestly, like I make my eyeliner like pretty asymmetrical, like not on purpose, but it's just because I'm following the shape of my eye, and my eyes are not symmetrical. They're just not. Like, I think my eyes are a little bit less symmetrical than other people's, which I know is not an attractive quality. It's like anti-attractive to be asymmetrical, but whatever, that's who I am. when you get older, like you get a lot more comfortable with the way that you look because I think it's just because you've looked at yourself so many times and like you just know all the different types of reactions that you get to your looks and you're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. This is what I look like. I'm gonna make the best of it and try to make it better if I can by like being fit and happy and confident and all this and that. So I kind of like have the shape that I want. I don't want it to be too asymmetrical. Like if it's like asymmetrical in width, you know, from like the lash line to your eyelid, I think that's like pretty noticeable. But I think if like the wing is a little bit off, I think it's okay. Now that I have the shape that I want, I'm just kind of filling in where it kind of seems a little bit patchy. But yeah, it's a good thing to get your eyeliner right because if you don't, it's just kind of like, you kind of look messed up all day. Which in these times is not too bad. It's not like I'm going to see too many people. But yeah, when I was younger and not as concerned about how the eyeliner looked, I had some wonky looking days. I should say that. So I really like a good liquid liner pen too. Let me show you one that I really like. Yeah, this is real time, folks. Of how long it takes for me to get my liner on. Okay. All right, I think that's all right. Oh, I kind of like that little pop of shimma shimma. That's good. And then what I do is I just wipe this off with a tissue and then I wash it right away because I don't like having liner pencils like with like dry. I mean, I've been there. It's bad. But and my favorite soap to use to clean brushes is Dove soap. Just the original bar white, I think it's called white Dove soap. I love it. It's so good. It just the moisturizer or whatever just like takes off, you know, kind of like an oil breaking up the makeup. It just takes off the makeup and it's amazing. I don't use it on my face for like because it's I think it's like too fragrance or whatever, and I have too many facial, you know, cleansers right now to use it. But like I have like a stockpile of Dove soaps because I was like on this crazy like Dove soap, you know, kick. And, you know, I was buying all the different cleansers that everybody talked about, like the Daiso one, which is pretty good. It's a little thin, but it's good. The EcoTools one. I think I've had even more expensive cleansers or whatever, but guys, try it. Dove soap. It kind of leaves something of like a little bit of like a residue type. Yes, it does. Like you don't get that like squeaky cleanness, but it's clean. And also like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like totally clean brushes because like they don't have anything. And it just kind of like spreads around inside the brush. I feel like, yeah, that little bit of something, this is probably bad. I mean, who knows how good it is for longevity or whatever of your brushes, but that little bit of something that it leaves on the clean brush, it kind of helps it with that extra clean feeling. I don't know. So anyways, that's what I clean it with. Maybe I'll show you guys sometime, you know, just cleaning my brushes with Dove soap, but it's, you guys, trust me, try it. If you just have like a bar of Dove soap lying around your house right now, which many people probably do. It's a really popular soap, right? Use it. It's, oh my goodness, it's so good, you guys, for cleaning brushes. Like, genius. Anyway, that's like one of my personal life hacks that I didn't get from anybody else. But anyways, yes. So we're gonna clean this, and I'm done. And I like to do mascara at this point. I think I'll use my Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, which is obviously a drugstore dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara, which, you know, they're not even trying to hide it. Look at this. Look at the packaging. But I think a lot of people prefer this, not just because of the price point, which I think it's like a third of the price. right? Especially with coupons. By the way, always use coupons and always use deals when you're buying makeup because there's just no reason to pay full price for drugstore makeup. Unless like it never goes on sale or for whatever reason, but that usually doesn't happen. That's another reason that drugstore makeup is so awesome because you can get discounts on it all the time, not just like whenever Ulta says so or whenever Sephora says so, 20% off. By the way, speaking of Sephora, like people are just not into the Sephora, what is it, the Beauty Insider. Ugh, people just hate that club and I'm kind of starting to like join them. I lost my VIB status last year because I just couldn't spend that much on it and I don't really care. I have Ulta. I like it. Good enough for me. Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter now. I'm going to use this one from Glossier since I only have kind of like liquidy stuff. I just like to put it here, 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 here. Maybe a little inside here. Maybe a little here, a little here. It's just kind of, not supposed to touch your face, but I think it's okay when you're like indoors and you just wash your hands and it's just you and whatever. And then at this point, I like to just kind of, perfect a little bit here and there. I think I missed a little, I have dog hairs everywhere, sorry. Missed a little eyebrow here, so I'm gonna dip into it. But how are you guys doing? Should really get into seeing how everyone's doing. It's a really tough time. So, we should care for each other, even if it's just for a second. It doesn't have to be like, move into my house and I'll just feed you grapes and fan you. It's not like that. It's just taking a second to say, how are you? And it goes a long way. So how are you guys doing? Today, I'm okay. I wish that I could see more people. I wish that I could be with my immediate family, but we live far away from each other. And yeah, I wish that, people weren't in pain from, loved ones dying and from fear and, from having their jobs taken away and all that kind of stuff. I wish that that wasn't happening, but otherwise, I just want to live and exist, and I'm here. So I want to be here for, I guess, myself and, my loved ones and those I can help and just do what I can. But yeah, I'm okay otherwise. Okay, let's do a lip look. I think I want to go lighter, and I'm actually gonna use a tip that I found from Glow Up. Have you guys seen Glow Up? If you guys are looking for something to watch on Netflix right now, Glow Up I think is good. It kept me kind of hooked for about 3 days or so and distracted. I watched it around the beginning of the quarantine. And I really liked it. I learned a lot of tips. At the end, the pro makeup judges, they'll give you kind of like tips on how to do like basic things. So let's, kind of look at what they did, what I learned from them. So I want to do kind of like a lighter lip right now because, I have like eyeshadow on and I, just rather go a little lighter on the lips. So to make a perfect lip, they say, take your color, which, you know what? I'm going to put my glasses on now because I really can't see. All right, there it is. All right. So you take your lip and you swipe it on first. Swipe. Swipe, swipe. That's such a pretty color. What is this? This is Baddest Beige in that shiny pink packaging from Maybelline Baddest Beige 050. So pretty. And then take like a liner. I'm going to take this and just say it's a liner. I guess what they really mean is like a liner like this, but I'm going to take a liner like this because it's so light that I want to add a little bit of color. So I'm going to take this, which is Revlon Matte Balm in Elusive 205. Pretty color. It's a little bit light for me, but and then just kind of line. And then I guess at this point you're supposed to like perfect with like a lip brush, which I don't have on with me on hand right now. And then you take a gloss and then just brush it on at the end. This is Keep It Full by Milani. It's a dupe for, I believe, the Buxom lip glosses. It has like that minty plumping kind of feel to it. And this is in sparkling pink. So pretty. So yeah, and that's it. That's pretty. It's very pinky, my face, but whatever. I like pink. It's not my favorite color, but pink, 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 pink. Yeah, so this is the look, my quarantine. Gonna, do some online meetings with some people for work, makeup look. I'll probably put my hair down, so let's do that now. I have really, really long hair because I need to get a haircut, but not gonna happen anytime soon. Put my hair down, maybe wear a different top, maybe take this off because people are gonna think I'm crazy because it's not trendy anymore. But yeah, I'll put my hair down, put a brush through it. And yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go. I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys hug your loved ones, learn some new things about yourself. I think that's what my next video is going to be on. I'm going to talk about like the little things that I'm learning about myself, and I'm learning about life and just living and everything through this very difficult time of quarantine. If things are happening in your life right now that are really bad, I just hope and pray that you will get through it and that things will be better. I really pray that they will. This is testing us in so many ways, giving us survival skills and the survival mindset, and bringing out maybe the best in us but the worst in us at the same time. And I just hope that we get through this, and I think we can if we do it together and we just have compassion and kindness for one another.